Hello everybody, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. If you haven't heard the exciting news, last week at E3, they announced Fallout 76, and that is due to be released in November of this year. Now, that reminded me that in the beginning of the year, I created this Fallout-inspired 3x3 vault door that you see right here behind me. So if we press this just to show you, our vault door opens, the arm retracts, and then our bridge extends, and then if we were to come inside and close the door, the piston arm comes down, and then the bridge retracts. Now, in order to celebrate the announcement of Fallout 76, what I wanted to do was create a Fallout shelter. Now, I say shelter because it is a little bit smaller than a vault, and I feel like a vault would be a little bit too much work. It'd be more decorating than it would be redstone. So we're going to go ahead and create ourselves a redstone Fallout shelter. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. To get things started, it seemed very appropriate to begin with the vault door. Now, I am not going to do a step-by-step process in this video. However, you can check out the tutorial, which I highly recommend. But what we're going to do is press this button right here. This is hooked up to a T flip-flop. So we open up our vault door. We can head on inside. And let's close it right behind us. We are inside the shelter now. And let's go ahead and make our way down the stairs. And in this room, we're going to begin some building. But before we do any building, I just want to show you the layout. So we have this little room right here. This is going to come into a 9x9 room. And then off to the side here, we have a 5x5 room. And then over here, we have a nice little 5x3 room. So let's go ahead and fill this up with a bunch of redstone contraptions. Now that we've stepped into the shelter, the first thing I think we need is a decontamination station. So that is very easy to make. I'm going to place it here on the right side. We place a glass wall with a dispenser in the ceiling, facing down. Pressure plate right here. Let's break on through our wall and wire this up. So this is very easy. All we need is a monostable circuit. So dropper facing this way, and then we want to run a hopper into the dropper like that. Comparator running out from the hopper, and then let's throw one item inside. Now we want our observer right here to detect our comparator. So like that. Block on top, block up like this. Cover that up. Glass block right there to let our redstone pass through, and then we just wired this up. And then we throw our bucket of water inside, and that is all finished. So if we break through here, all we do is step on our pressure plate, we get a quick 1-tick pulse, and there we go. There is our decontamination station. Now the next thing I think we need is some sort of disposal system. I mean, we are underground, so we need to get rid of our stuff, right? So we're going to create an incinerator, and that's just a fancy way of saying a trash hole. And we're going to do that right here. So let's go ahead and knock all these blocks out right here. Just like that. And we can knock these out too. And what we want to do is place a dropper facing forward. A hopper running into the top of the dropper like that. And then a chest on top of the hopper right there. Now what we want to do is set this up. So let's go ahead and place these blocks down now. Get a bucket of lava. Put that in. And this is going to be a different type of trash disposal. It's not going to be using a comparator, which I think is really cool. So let's go ahead and place some redstone down right here. And then we want to place a redstone torch on the side of our dropper like that. Redstone dust here with a repeater. And then we want to run that into the block. And then that will create us a redstone clock, as you hear right there. And to stop the ticking, what we do is throw down a lever right here, flip it, and then that will stop our clock. So let's say we want to get rid of these items right here. We have 10 diamonds. We simply throw them in the chest, and when we're ready to dispose of them, we flip the lever, and then they all go bye-bye. I would say this room is all finished. Now let's go ahead and move into our 9x9 room. So we have this area here, and you can see where I've dug out already. This is going to be our next redstone contraption. What I was thinking is we need some sort of storage. Now we can have any old storage down here because it is a shelter, but I figured we'd have hidden storage within our storage. So what I want to do is grab some trap chests, put it down like that, and we're going to create our trap chest hidden door. And we will fix that later so we can access the chest up top. But for now, let's go ahead and focus on this. We want to place a floor underneath our trap chest there. Redstone dust. Run that into a repeater, which is then going to run into a T flip-flop. So to do that, let's go ahead and place a dropper facing up, a dropper facing forward, and then a hopper running into that bottom dropper. And we want to grab our comparator and run it out from the side of the top dropper like that. And then let's go ahead and chuck one item inside. So let's throw this lever in. Just like that, and place a block up like this to protect our item from flying out. So we have this comparator, we want to run that into a block, redstone torch, 2 blocks up top like this, redstone dust. That's active. Now let's go ahead and grab a sticky piston. Sticky piston right there with a block on top, and then we're just going to fill this in. Now we do want to hide this, so let's place storage on this side as well, just like that. So how this works, if you haven't seen it before, we open this chest right here. That reveals our hidden door, and then we place our hidden chest down below. So whatever you like to hide down there, weapons, items, pickaxes, anything that you think is valuable, place it down there. So that closes it back up, and then as you just saw, that opens it up, and then we can access our hidden chest right there. Now I've decorated this room a little bit more just so we can get an idea what it's going to look like. This is nothing special. This is just a couch with a table, a little lounging area. We're going to be underground. We want to be comfortable. But before we finish this room off, let's go ahead and come into this side room over here, and then into here, and we're going to create ourselves a bathroom, because if we're going to be underground, we have to use the bathroom, and yeah, we need a place to do that, don't we? So what we want to do is come to this corner here and make our toilet. So let's knock these blocks out, grab our dropper, and let's go ahead and come back here, place a dropper facing out, and run a hopper into the back of the dropper like that. Now what we want to do is grab our cauldron, place that on top, and fill that with water. Now we don't want toilet water that high. That could be a problem, so let's go ahead and take some levels out like that. And let's come back down here again, and what we want to do is place a sticky piston right there with a redstone block on its face, just like that. Now we can go ahead and put 2 blocks here with 2 pieces of redstone, and that is going to be our draining system or our flushing mechanism. So if we have a button right here, let's place that there. That's going to drain, so anything that goes in is just going to be pulled through and spit out. Well, not just yet. We still have to wire that up. So we also need toilet paper dispenser. So let's grab a dispenser right there, and we're going to place that right there. And then let's throw some toilet paper inside. Now, we don't want our toilet to get clogged up, so we do need this to go somewhere. We just don't want it to get stored up down here. So what we want to do is grab ourselves an observer and place our observer right here. That's going to detect the redstone block when it comes by right there, and then run that into a block, and a block up like this, redstone dust. So that is all set. Now let's say we use the bathroom, and to give that example, we're going to use this brick right here. So we drop a brick just like that, flush it, there goes our brick, and you can see the toilet paper was dispensed. Now that we have our working toilet, all we need is a working sink. So let's go ahead and start placing our counter. Before we place this in, let's go ahead and place in our redstone. So drop her like that. And what we're going to do is create another monostable circuit. So by the end of this video, I expect all of you to be pros at monostable circuits. So we throw one item inside, and then what we're going to do, if you remember, from this right here, and it won't interfere, is we run a comparator out from the hopper like that, detect that with an observer, run that into a block with redstone dust on top, and now we can place this counter in, and let's place our dispenser right there with our bucket of water inside. Let's go ahead and plug this up. So our wall is finished, just like that, and all we do is grab a stone button and place it down right there. And there we go, we have a working sink. So if we press the button, we get a quick 1-tick pulse once again, just like that. And there we go, we use the bathroom, and now we can wash our hands. We have just finished up the bathroom, and I added this iron door here just to give us a little more privacy. Now this takes us back into this 5x5 room, and what I wanted this room to be was a bedroom, because we have our bathroom, so we do need somewhere to sleep, so we're going to place in our beds here. But I also wanted to have a redstone contraption inside. Now, this week we just built an armor swapper, so I think we're going to throw our armor swapper in here. For this, what we want to do is come 7 blocks below the floor, so that means our floor level will be the 8th block. So I'm going to knock this out, and I did prep this ahead of time. We want to place a sticky piston facing up with a slime block on its face. Repeater running to the sticky piston and set that to 3 ticks. More height means more delay. Block right there. Obsidian. Glass block right there. Glass block, actually, we come back like this. Glass block right there. We can knock these out. And then we come up a solid block like that. So we have our floor, a gap, solid block. Redstone dust like this. Walk it all the way down to there. Now we can grab our trap doors, and then we want to place a trap door on the low end right there, just like that. And then if we come back up top, we can place our last trap door right there flush with the floor. So let's go ahead and knock this out, and then I'm going to put a block right here with the button. We're going to test this out. So we press it, our piston extends, our trapdoors open up, and it's all ready to go. So if we fill this back up, it's all good. Now let's go ahead and place in our armor stands. Alright, the armor stands are all in place along with our decorations, just a couple of beds and some storage. Like I mentioned, I made modifications to this, so when it does pop up, it will come up into this little closet space we have right here, and it's not going to break. So all we do is press this, up comes the gold armor, press it again, we get iron, and then we press it once more, and we get our diamond armor once again. So that is the armor swapper all done, and we are all finished with the bedroom. We have the bathroom. Now let's go ahead and finish up this 9x9 room. The next thing we need is a water dispenser. Now, to save some time so the video doesn't run too long, I went ahead and built this already. I did do a tutorial on this build about a week ago, so if you want to check that out, you can go ahead and do that. I'll post a card in the corner and probably a link in the description below. So how this works, we get our empty bucket, throw it in up top, and down below, it'll dispense our water bucket. So let's go ahead and do one more. Empty bucket, and then there's our water bucket down below. So we have a water dispenser. Now all we need to do is place in our food dispenser. For this build, what we want to do is place buttons on the side like this, a chest right there. On the back side here, let's come 3 blocks out like this and a block up, and let's do the same to the other side. Redstone dust on top. And once again, we will create our monostable circuits. And like I said, you will be a pro at monostable circuits by the end of this video. I guarantee it. Hopper like that, and then we put one item inside, just like this. Now we go ahead and come a block up on both sides like that. We're going to grab our comparator, run them out from our hoppers, and then we're going to run those comparators into a block. Now we can place in our dispensers, and the nice thing about this is that each dispenser will be individually powered, so we don't have to worry about 2 items popping out from 2 different dispensers. Put this one here, this one there. Now for food, I like me some beef, so let's go ahead and do some beef. We're going to do some chicken on that side. That'd be my next favorite food. And of course, meat and potatoes is always a good thing, so let's put potatoes there. And I guess to be healthy, let's go ahead and throw in some apples. So those are all ready to go. Now let's run hoppers right there into our chest. Block up like this, and we're going to create our item elevator using our water source. So we want to place blocks right there and right there. And to get in there, let's go ahead and place our water right there. And come a block up like that to replace it. So there we go. That is the redstone all finished. Now if we break through, this is all ready to go. So if we just plug this back up like that, and then we want to place a stair block up top so we can still access our chest. Now let's go ahead and give it a test. So I don't remember which one I put the beef in, but let's press it. So we press that button, we get our chicken. We press this one. We get, in a moment here, I know it can be a little slow sometimes. There it is. We got our beef, and then I believe this was our apple, our potatoes. Potatoes, and then we should get our apple. And there we go. There is our food dispenser all set up. The last build before we do our final run through is going to be an alternate exit. Just in case if we can't get out our vault door, we need another way to get out. So what we want to do is place sticky pistons facing in this direction. Let's knock out this floor and this wall real quick. And what we want to do is knock that block out, place a block right there, redstone torch, dust on top, both of these will extend, redstone dust down like that, a block up like this, redstone dust, a lever, and then we can go ahead and place everything back in. So we're going to put our wall back, just like that, place our floor back in, and we are underground, so we do need to be entertained. So to hide this hidden door, what we're going to do is place bookshelves just like this. And there we go, that is all done. So let's give it a test. Flip our lever, our hidden entrance is revealed, or our secondary exit. And there we go. We have just built a bunch of redstone contraptions, but now it's time to do a final run through of the redstone fallout shelter. So here we are outside the vault door. Let's go ahead and open it up. The vault door is open, and then let's seal ourselves inside to be nice and safe. There we go. Now we did come from the outside. We don't want to bring any contamination in. So let's go ahead, let's take off this leather cap. We quickly grab that as we're running out. And let's throw that into our incinerator, or fancy word for trash hole. There we go, that is disposed of. and then we want to decontaminate ourselves as well. So if we step in here, there we go, we are decontaminated. Now let's go ahead and head inside. Now, just in case if we do need to head out of the shelter for anything, we want to make sure we have armor. So let's go ahead and check our closet here. Yep, we have our armor. That's nice. We were in such a hurry, we forgot to use the bathroom. So let's go ahead and take care of business. We're going to drop a brick into the toilet. There we go. We're nice and relieved. Let's flush that. We have our toilet paper. And hopefully, we like to wash our hands after we use the bathroom. So let's quickly wash our hands. And there we go. We're feeling good. Now, we are a little bit thirsty. We did run over here quite quickly. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some water. So we place our empty bucket inside. And then down below, we will get our bucket of water. Now, along with this water, let's go ahead and grab some grub. So I'm thinking probably some beef. And then let's go ahead and grab ourselves some potatoes as well. There we go. We have our food. We have our water. We're taken care of. But then let's check up on our secret stash. If we open up our chest right here, that reveals our hidden chest. And there we go. We're pretty prepared. We have swords, pickaxes, bows and arrows. That's a nice little armory right there. And let's go ahead and hide that back up. Now, just in case if we can't go out of the vault door, we do have an alternate exit. So if we flip this lever, this will take us to our secret entrance, and then we can go wherever that will take us. And there we go. That is everything in the Redstone Fallout Shelter. With that being said, this is the end of our video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. I'll see you later.